You are listening to Housekeepers Chat by the United States Department of Agriculture from 1927. Disclaimer: this is read from a historic archive document. Do not assume content reflects current scientific knowledge, policies, or practices. This broadcast was aired on Tuesday, the 26th of April of 1927.
Aunt Sammy, cooperating with Better Homes in America, is observing Better Homes Week by suggesting furnishings for the model home. All information, including a recipe, is approved by the United States Bureau of Home Economics.
I have been helping to fill a hope chest this week for Phyllis, who is to be married in June. Yesterday we hemmed a dozen small face towels made of Turkish toweling. Phyllis, I said, some brides-to-be might discourage your use of Turkish toweling for face towels, but I'd much rather have a good supply of inexpensive towels than a few pure linen ones, which are too good to use.
Thank you,
said Phyllis,
for your approval. But we are not going to discuss household linens today. Let's talk about kitchens, since kitchens are your hobby. I want a model kitchen in the new home that John and I are building. Will you tell me what kitchen furnishings one should keep in mind while planning or building a house?
Gladly, I said. The first item to be checked is the floor covering. If you use a tile or inlaid linoleum, you can probably have it put down by the builder. In case this is not available, you can use a cheaper grade of linoleum. The chief point is to get a floor covering that is easily cleaned. Next, we'll consider the stove. Get a stove that is compact, one that uses fuel economically, and one that has no fancy trimming to catch the dust. Enamel finish is more easily cleaned than cast iron. Next, the refrigerator. A built-in refrigerator with an outside door saves the iceman's footprints in the kitchen, and it also saves the ice bill during the cooler months. A kitchen cabinet is desirable unless one is built in, or one can be improvised with a table, bins, and shelves. If your kitchen is large enough, a movable work table, which can be wheeled to the place where it is needed, is a satisfactory addition. A stool and a stepladder chair to reach the high places complete the larger pieces of equipment. Next come the cooking utensils.
Question,
exclaimed Phyllis.
How does a housekeeper know just what she needs in the way of cooking utensils when she begins housekeeping?
That's easy. Go through in your mind all the jobs likely to be carried out in the kitchen and list the necessary utensils. Check and recheck your list and eliminate all unnecessary pieces of kitchenware. Be sure each article left on the list justifies itself. No use for you to buy foolish gimcracks for your kitchen, because there will be enough of them among your wedding gifts. One important item about a well-planned kitchen is to have only the necessary equipment, and be sure to have the equipment where it will be most useful. Review in your mind all the jobs to be done in the kitchen, and place the equipment for each operation, right where the operation is to be performed.
This is a kitchen, not a hospital,
protested Phyllis, but I paid no attention to her interruption. Close by the kitchen, have a cleaning closet with only the essential things in it. You will need a stiff broom, a soft broom, a radiator brush, a wet mop, an oil mop, and a dustpan. Perhaps you'll get a vacuum cleaner for Christmas.
I'll suggest it,
said Phyllis.
The next time I see John, I'm not mercenary, but I am practical.
Of course, I answered. Let's discuss the bedrooms next. Be careful when you come to bedroom furniture, or your money will be gone before you know it. Remember that style docs not add to comfort, and simple lines are easy to live with and to keep clean. The comfort of a bed lies in the springs and the mattress. It's much better to put money into good, long-lasting springs and mattresses than into fancy designs. Single beds are desirable, though they cost almost as much as double ones. For the other bedroom furniture, remember that you will need plenty of storage space, and that drawer space is just important as a long mirror. You may have a full-length mirror elsewhere in the house. A simple, easy chair, a rocking chair, a small table or desk are desirable additions. see how little you can spend in getting a satisfactory bedroom, rather than how much.
That's my motto,
said Phyllis.
Have you any suggestions to offer on the bathroom?
Be sure there is a towel rack for each member of the family and an extra towel rack for guests. If there are not enough towel racks, you will most certainly spend part of each day collecting damp towels from floor and radiator and doorknob. Have soap and toothbrush racks and plenty of towels and clothes hooks on the back of the door unless there is a clothes tree.
Now the dining room and living room,
suggested Phyllis.
I want these rooms in my new home to be furnished as a unit since they are connected by a wide opening. Is that a good arrangement, Aunt Sammy?
Very good, according to the interior decorators. The best way to treat adjoining rooms with a wide doorway between is to have walls of both rooms alike, preferably in a neutral color, a all-over design wallpaper, or plain flat tone paint. An all-over design paper includes any of the modeled types, or those showing the repetition of a small, close design which lends a soft, cloudy appearance to walls as background. If your dining and living rooms are furnished as a unit, select a dining room table, which can be used between times as a study table, and select chairs which harmonize with those in the living room so they can be used with them. A buffet, if there is one, should have simple lines and match the table in wood and design. You won't display china and glassware on the buffet. The china closet has gone, and in its place we have a built-in storage closet between the kitchen and the dining room in which the china is safely hidden from view. For rare bits of pottery and china, a built-in corner cupboard or a small cabinet is attractive. It is far better to use the pantry shelves for china than to display it in the dining room where it will accumulate dust. Since there is a fireplace in your living room, you will probably want a davenport. This need not be expensive. Perhaps John can make a frame, which, with a box mattress to fit, will look very nice, placed in a corner. Heavy, overstuffed furniture is quite out of place in a small house. The heavy, three-piece living room sets, seen so frequently in the Sunday papers, are also out of place in the small house. If the center of the living room furnishings is to be a davenport, select one with simple lines, in keeping with the design of the house, and select the other furnishings around it. You want things that are not easily tired of, a davenport, an easy chair, a simple rocker, and one or two other comfortable chairs usually accommodate the family and guests who want to gather around the fire. A table is desirable, long and narrow if it is to go back of the davenport, or a gate-leg table to one side for the light and the latest magazines. With your built-in bookshelves, your living room is practically furnished as far as the essential pieces are concerned. And having furnished her house as far as the essentials were concerned, Phyllis and I put our sewing away and spent the rest of the morning in my kitchen. I have a new recipe for corn rabbit, which Phyllis wanted for her cookbook.
I have made cheese rabbit many a time,
said Phyllis,
but never have I made a corn rabbit.
So we made a corn rabbit for lunch using my new recipe, and it was a popular dish. For corn rabbit, 8 ingredients are needed: 2 cups canned corn, crushed grains, 2 tablespoons butter, 3/4 teaspoon salt, 1 cup grated cheese, 1 tablespoon green pepper, 1 or 2 teaspoons minced onion, few drops Tabasco sauce, toast or crackers. 8 ingredients as follows: 2 cups canned corn, crushed grains, 2 tablespoons butter, 3/4 teaspoon salt, 1 cup grated cheese, 1 tablespoon green pepper, 1 or 2 teaspoons minced onion, few drops Tabasco sauce, toast or crackers. Melt the butter, add the pepper, cut finely, and the onion. Cook slowly for 3 minutes, add the corn and simmer for 10 minutes. Remove from the fire and beat in the cheese until melted. Pour over the toast or crackers and serve at once. Tomato pulp or catsup may be added if liked. This is another good recipe for the radio cookbook, which is sent free to all listeners of this station. The cookbook contains all the menus and recipes which were broadcast this winter, and supplements to the book are sent out from time to time. If you do not have a copy of the book, I shall be glad to send you one.
This broadcast was researched and produced by Breakaway Empire LLC.